Jake, the pizza delivery driver, ventures into the unknown at 621 Pine Street. A chilling presence, a mysterious order, and a house hiding unspeakable secrets. As darkness descends, fear tightens its grip. Can he escape the shadows that hunger for company? The secrets of Pine Street beckon, and some horrors thrive in silence. Delivering darkness. Jake was a seasoned pizza delivery driver, used to the late-night deliveries and eerie experiences that often came with the job. But one particular night would forever haunt him, a night he would never forget. It was a chilly Friday evening, the sky overcast and the streets dimly lit. Jake's phone buzzed with a new order, and he glanced at the address, 621 Pine Street. The address was in a quiet, suburban neighborhood known for its old, Victorian-style houses. As he approached Pine Street, he couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. The house at 621 Pine Street was different from the rest. It was a massive, Gothic mansion that seemed to loom over the street. The windows were dark, and the place looked abandoned. The only sign of life was a faint glow coming from a single window on the upper floor. Jake hesitated but decided to fulfill the order, as it was the last delivery of the night. Carrying the pizza box, he made his way up the creaking front steps and knocked on the heavy wooden door. For a moment, there was silence. Then, the door slowly opened, revealing a dimly lit, cavernous interior. Jake couldn't see anyone inside, but he called out, "Pizza delivery." A raspy voice from deep within the house replied, "Come in, please." The voice sent shivers down Jake's spine, but he cautiously entered the house, his senses on high alert. The air inside was thick with an oppressive, musty odor, and the dim light cast long, eerie shadows. He followed the voice through a maze of dark hallways, his footsteps echoing through the empty house. Finally, he reached a small, dimly lit room where an old woman sat alone at a table set for two. She was hunched over, her face obscured by the shadows. "Thank you for coming," the woman said, her voice a low whisper. "Please, have a seat." Jake reluctantly sat down, placing the pizza box on the table. He couldn't see the woman's face clearly, but her presence filled him with dread. Something about this situation didn't feel right. The old woman gestured for him to open the pizza box, and Jake complied, revealing the piping hot pizza. She reached out a bony hand to grab a slice but stopped abruptly, her fingers inches away from the food. "You didn't bring the right order," she hissed, her voice filled with anger. Jake was taken aback. He had double-checked the order before leaving the pizzeria, and he was certain he had brought the correct pizza. He tried to explain, but the woman's reaction grew increasingly erratic. Suddenly, the room plunged into darkness. Jake fumbled for his phone, trying to turn on the flashlight. When the light pierced the darkness, he was met with an unsettling sight. The old woman was gone, and the table was set for a sinister dinner, with a plate of rotting, maggot-infested food. Panic surged through Jake as he realized he was alone in the pitch-black house. He scrambled to his feet and made a run for the front door, but it slammed shut in front of him, trapping him inside. Desperate and terrified, Jake searched for another way out. He stumbled upon a staircase that led to the basement. With no other option, he descended into the darkness below. In the basement, he discovered a room filled with candles, strange symbols, and a collection of old photographs. The pictures showed people who had gone missing over the years, their faces frozen in expressions of terror. Jake realized he had stumbled upon something much darker than a simple pizza delivery. The old woman and her eerie house were connected to a series of unsolved disappearances, and he had become entangled in a nightmare. As he continued to explore the basement, he heard footsteps above. Someone, or something, was in the house with him. Fear coursing through his veins, he realized he had to find a way out before it was too late. Jake located a small window in the basement and managed to pry it open. He squeezed through, cutting himself on the broken glass, and tumbled into the backyard. He raced to his car and sped away from the nightmare-sh house, leaving behind the horrors he had witnessed. Jake's harrowing experience haunted him for years. He contacted the police, but they found no evidence of the old woman or the basement filled with disturbing photographs. The address on Pine Street was empty and boarded up, as if it had never been inhabited. To this day, Jake can't forget that night, and the fear that lingers in the darkest corners of his memory. The mystery of 621 Pine Street remains unsolved, a chilling reminder that some horrors are best left undisturbed.